Today I'm going to show you how I made a slant board using just a piece of plywood, a piece of 2x4, and a few screws. Starting off with our piece of plywood, I marked a width of 15 inches for the platform. After I made 3 marks, I connected them all using the piece of 2x4 that I had left over from another project. And then we cut away. Now we have it to the width that we want it, we gotta make it the right length. So I'm gonna take the 2x4 and add an inch. The reason I add an inch is because I'm gonna make the legs out of the plywood, and the plywood is ½ an inch thick. So 2 legs ½ inch wide is 1 extra inch. Make sure the measurements are correct and cut away. A little over 15, but that's okay. In order to make 2 identical legs, we're gonna make a rectangle that matches the width of the platform and then cut it diagonally. We know one of the lengths has to be 15. Looking at Slantboards online, I found that the average angle was 25 degrees. Now this is going to get a bit math intensive, but I'll show you how to find the other side. You've probably heard of SOHCAHTOA, the mnemonic device. In this case, since we have an angle and a side, we're going to use TOA. Basically what it means is that we're going to take the tangent of the angle and put it equal to its opposite side over the side that's next to it. So we take the tangent of 25 degrees and multiply it by 15, and we're left with 6.99, which is about 7 inches. We're going to make our marks at 7 inches and line it up, and then that will give us our rectangle. Got to make sure we're about right. Cut away. Now that we have our rectangle, we're going to draw a line from one corner to the other and then cut along that line to make 2 identical pieces. These will serve as the legs. I used a pin nailer to secure the legs temporarily until I could get a 2x4 there. But if you don't have a pin nailer, this step isn't necessary. Fits like a glove. Right here I'm trying to center the crossbar to give it reinforcement, but not so that it pokes out. You want it nearly flush with the legs. At this point we need to secure everything, so I lined up where my 2x4 is, and then we pre-drilled some holes. Pre-drilling the holes is so that the 2x4 doesn't crack with those screws going into them. We're going to do the same thing to the other side, and then to the platform side. This project basically just cost me a box of screws, since the plywood was given to me, and the 2x4 was what I had left over from another project. So it was basically free, except for a $12 box of wood screws. In order to pre-drill the holes to the platform, I measured the length from the edge to the 2x4 and then mark it on the top side. They don't have to be perfectly centered, but you want to use your best eyeballing on this. One thing I'm looking into doing in the future is sanding it to smooth it over and then adding some grip tape for texture. But at this point, it's basically done. You can stretch your calves and then use it for goblet squats as well. Anyways, I hope this helped. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.